Good evening and welcome to 60 Minutes. Tonight we're diving deep into a story that strikes at the heart of America's commitment to its veterans. This is a story of courage, sacrifice, and the ongoing battle for justice. The Supreme Court is currently hearing a case that could fundamentally alter how veterans receive disability benefits, potentially impacting millions who served our country. This case is not just another legal proceeding. It represents a critical juncture in the way our nation honors its promises to those who have served. This isn't just about legal technicalities. It's about the lives, livelihoods, and well-being of those who put everything on the line for our freedom. The outcome of this case could mean the difference between a life of dignity and one of struggle for countless veterans. We'll examine the heart of this case, exploring the stories of two veterans, Norman Thornton and Joshua Bufkin, who found themselves trapped in a bureaucratic maze as they fought for the benefits they earned. Their stories are emblematic of a larger issue that affects many veterans across the country. Their experiences highlight the critical importance of the benefit of the doubt rule, a principle meant to ensure that veterans receive the support they deserve. This rule is supposed to tip the scales in favor of veterans when there is uncertainty, but its application has been inconsistent. However, the application of this rule has come under scrutiny, with veterans' courts often interpreting it narrowly, leaving many veterans feeling abandoned and betrayed. This narrow interpretation has led to widespread frustration and a sense of injustice among those who have served. The Supreme Court's decision in this case has the potential to reshape the landscape for veterans' disability claims for years to come. It could set a precedent that either strengthens or weakens the protections currently in place for veterans. We'll analyze the different arguments presented before the court, exploring the potential consequences of their ruling. Legal experts and veterans advocates have weighed in, offering a range of perspectives on what this decision could mean. Will they uphold the spirit of the benefit of the doubt rule, ensuring that veterans are given the support they were promised? This decision could reaffirm the nation's commitment to its veterans, providing them with the benefits they need to lead fulfilling lives. Or will their decision make it even harder for veterans to access the crucial benefits they need and deserve? The stakes are incredibly high, and the outcome will be closely watched by veterans and their families across the nation. Norman Thornton, a decorated veteran who served our nation with honor in Vietnam, understands the invisible wounds of war all too well. His service was marked by bravery and dedication, earning him numerous accolades and the respect of his peers. Returning home after witnessing the horrors of combat, Norman found himself grappling with the debilitating effects of post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. The transition from the battlefield to civilian life was anything but smooth, as the memories of war continued to haunt him. The trauma he carried haunted his days and nights, making it a struggle to hold a job, maintain relationships, and simply live a normal life. Nightmares, flashbacks, and severe anxiety became a part of his daily existence, isolating him from the world he once knew. Seeking help and support, Norman turned to the Department of Veterans Affairs, filing a claim for disability benefits. He hoped that the VA would provide the assistance he desperately needed to manage his condition and rebuild his life. He believed that the country he had served would have his back, honoring the promise to care for those who served. The American flag, a symbol of freedom and support, gave him hope that his sacrifices would not be forgotten. However, Norman's journey for recognition and support became a frustrating and disheartening ordeal. The VA's complex bureaucracy and stringent requirements made it difficult for him to navigate the system and get the help he needed. The VA initially denied his claim, arguing that his PTSD wasn't severe enough to warrant disability benefits. This denial was a crushing blow, leaving Norman feeling abandoned by the very institution meant to support him. For years, Norman fought tirelessly, navigating the complex and often overwhelming VA bureaucracy. He filled out endless paperwork, attended numerous medical examinations, and provided extensive documentation to prove his condition. He endured countless medical examinations, provided extensive documentation, and relived his traumatic experiences repeatedly, hoping to convince the VA of the legitimacy of his condition. Each appointment and therapy session was a painful reminder of his struggles. Yet despite his efforts, Norman continued to face roadblocks, his claims met with skepticism and denial. The repeated rejections took a toll on his mental health, exacerbating his PTSD symptoms. His story is not unique. It reflects the experiences of numerous veterans who struggled to receive the recognition and support they deserve after sacrificing so much for their country. Many veterans find solace in support groups where they can share their experiences and find understanding among their peers. The difficulty in proving invisible wounds like PTSD often leaves veterans feeling disheartened and betrayed by the very system designed to protect them. The emotional and psychological toll of this battle is immense, highlighting the need for a more compassionate and efficient approach to veteran care. In the unforgiving landscapes of Iraq, where the heat is relentless and the terrain is harsh, Joshua Bufkin served his country as a Marine, dedicating years of his life to the service of his nation. He witnessed firsthand the brutality and chaos of war, experiencing moments that would forever be etched in his memory. When he returned home, he was a changed man, carrying the weight of his experiences and the invisible scars of battle. The physical and mental toll of combat left him battling chronic pain, hearing loss, and the lingering effects of a traumatic brain injury, or TBI. These injuries were not just physical, they affected every aspect of his life. Like countless other veterans, Joshua sought help from the VA, filing a claim for disability benefits, hoping for some relief and support. He believed that the nation he had served would stand by him, honoring the commitment to care for those who bore the battle's scars. He trusted that his sacrifices would be acknowledged. However, Joshua's journey for support turned into a frustrating and disheartening battle against a seemingly indifferent bureaucracy. The system that was supposed to help him seemed to be working against him. The VA initially denied a portion of Joshua's claim, downplaying the severity of his injuries and their impact on his ability to work and lead a normal life. This denial was a crushing blow. They argued that his hearing loss wasn't directly related to his military service and that his TBI didn't meet the criteria for full disability benefits. This left Joshua in a state of disbelief and frustration. This left Joshua feeling betrayed and abandoned, forced to fight for the support he needed to rebuild his life. The sense of betrayal was profound, as he had given so much for his country. Determined to receive the benefits he deserved, Joshua appealed the VA's decision. He knew he couldn't give up. He gathered additional medical records, sought opinions from specialists, and meticulously documented how his injuries affected his daily life. This process was exhaustive and required immense effort. However, the process was arduous and emotionally draining, adding another layer of stress to his already challenging situation. The fight for benefits became a battle of its own, one that tested his resilience and determination at every turn. At the heart of this landmark Supreme Court case lies a principle known as the benefit of the doubt rule. This rule, enshrined in federal law, is meant to be a safeguard for veterans, ensuring that when there's uncertainty about the connection between their military service and their disabilities, the benefit of the doubt is given to the veteran. This rule is not simply a legal technicality, it reflects a moral obligation to those who have sacrificed so much for our nation. It recognizes that the burdens of proof should not fall solely on the shoulders of veterans who may struggle to access medical records, gather evidence, or navigate the complexities of the legal system. However, veterans advocates argue that the benefit of the doubt rule has been eroded in recent years, with veterans courts often applying it too narrowly or disregarding it altogether. They point to cases like Norman's and Joshua's, where veterans with credible claims and supporting evidence have been denied benefits due to a strict interpretation of the rule. This narrowing of the benefit of the doubt rule has created a system where veterans often face an uphill battle to receive the support they need and deserve. It has left many feeling as if the promise made to care for them has been broken, replaced with a system that prioritizes bureaucratic hurdles over their well-being.